Hi everyone, I'm Ian, Reef Sys on Instagram and on YouTube. I don't really get to make very many videos because I'm actually a dad, not a YouTuber. I have a 3-year-old and an 8-week-old, a Jack Russell and a wife, and nobody wants me to be spending time doing videos. I really do appreciate the work that the likes of Reef Dork and Nathan Willard, Niels Reef, who else? Prestige Reef, all these guys, they do a great job. They're all UK Irish people doing videos, and I'd love to be one, but at the moment it's just not feasible. But I do want to talk about my tank and let people know where it is, what it's doing, how it's getting on. So this is my Aqua One Reef Sys. It's the 326. It's about 300 litres of water. I got it in Seahourse Aquariums in Dublin, and it's about 120 centimeters wide, 55 front to back, 55-60 tall as well. I'm running Radion G5s blue on a T5 hybrid fixture from Aquatic Life, and I redid the sump, custom built the sump myself in my shed, and I've changed a bit of the internal cabinet as well. I would definitely recommend this tank to someone. It would probably do for the first 2-3 years. Would I love to change it? Of course I would. I want a bigger tank, but this is the spot I've got right now. So yeah, I've been doing this for 10 years. All my tanks before this were pretty successful, but look, I had nutrients then. I'm suffering ultra low nutrients. I'm running a ClearSea 5000, the roller mat, and it's stripping everything out. I've opened up the little gate valve on it as far as it can really handle with the return pump I'm using, and still my nutrients are at zero phosphate, 0 nitrate, or 2 nitrate. I was running a big Tunzi skimmer, and I've taken the skimmer off the system. It didn't affect the pH. I'm monitoring everything with a Senai, and my dissolved oxygen in the water is still 8.1, 8.2. My pH is good. It's like I'm in a drafty cottage, so my pH is good. I've got a 8.2 most of the time, sometimes 8.5, sometimes 8, but pH is cool, but I'm suffering the ultra low nutrients. This is my SPS tank that I've dreamt of having. My corals are from Euro Corals, and most recently I'm getting them from a local guy in Dublin called Jamie, and the corals are beautiful, but they are slow. They're steady, they're strong, the water is in consistent quality, but actually they're suffering the low nutrients. I also have this turf algae, which is like this tiny 0.5 millimeter turf on some of the real reef rocks, and like the tangs can't eat it. The urchins do eat through it. I'll show you during the up front of the video, but I can't tackle this stuff. It's in the tank a year. It's not crazy. I don't like it. I don't know. I'm getting coralline algae on my plastic stuff. But really it's not really growing on the rocks ferociously. My parameters are quite high. I'm going to bring them down slowly, changing from the Red Sea Pro salt to the Blue Bucket salt. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Let's have a look at the tank and see how we go. Okay guys, here's the point of view tour of the tank. I'll be as quick as I can. So obviously it's my Aqua One Reef Sys. It's the 326, and I've custom made my own sump, trying to keep it as honest and original to the Aqua One sump as I could, but if I could change things I would, but I'm not changing them now. I'm currently running a hybrid T5 hybrid setup from Aquatic Life, and it's 3 AB plus bulbs, 1 purple plus, and 3 Radion XR15 blues G5s. Now, the power heads are no longer J-bow. They are the max spec gyres, 330s, and I have the Wi-Fi controller box so that I can make up my own patterns and all that kind of stuff, and I've done that and I'm really happy with it. There we go. That was the ClearSea roller mat kicking in. So like I said, I've custom done my own sump, trying to keep it honest to Aqua One. Let's just really briefly talk about the fish and corals. So I have my powder brown, who is my absolute favourite fish. lovely and healthy. See, got him and Seahourse. All fish are from Seahourse Aquariums. Sailfin tang, it's nice and big, healthy. A really fat fox face, about 4 inches. Greediest fish in the tank. Let's see what else we can find. There's a leopard wrasse knocking around, really nice and fat. Let's see if we can see it. No. 2 firefish. The clownfish that I had from my tank about 5 years ago. They're as old as my kids, so yeah. And then we've got that banana wrasse, or whatever you want to call it, yellow wrasse. That's all of the fish. Then there's 2 urchins in here. We've got the urchins to try and combat the hair algae, which I'll show you actually so you know what I'm talking about. There it is there, look. It's really tight. And everyone pecks at it, as you can see, and the urchins clean it off. That's all that white rock is from the urchins cleaning it. But yeah, I can't shift it. Most of the tank's clear, but there's some patches. Now, SPS dominant, there's like 1 LPS, 2 LPS in here. That's like a bazooka chalice. It hasn't really grown because there's no nutrients. Bunch of Monteporias, don't really know the names. And some of the Montes are doing quite well. Euro corals for most of the frags. Then recently I've been getting my frags in Ireland from a local guy called Jamie. He's a great guy, beautiful frags. So let's see what I've got. That's one of Jamie's Monteporias there. Doesn't really, the lights aren't great or aren't set perfectly for this, but yeah, that's a Favia or something like that from Euro corals. It's encrusting nicely. This is the Euro corals Jedi Monteporia. That's melting onto the rocks nicely. God, I don't know what that Monty's called, but that one came from Dublin. Obviously the bird's nest is suffering with low nutrients, but yeah, other Monty's doing well. Yeah, so this is Euro corals acro. It's the fireworks acro. The coloration isn't ideal, but it's growing strong, and lots of what they call polyp extension. Let's see if we can get a bit of that. Can you see that? I don't know. Yeah, it's doing well. Nice growth tips, encrusting onto the rocks. Same as that. That's called soft love or something like that from Euro corals. And this one in the back is an Indo from Seahourse. The real expensive ones. But hey, look, it is what it is. They're growing nicely, but the coloration hasn't really come out yet, and that's my fault for not sorting out the nutrients. A few Monties encrusting nicely. The old bubblegum, everyone has it. Red plate, the green plate, really not growing. Just slowly encrusting because the low nutrients. This is one of Jamie's ones. I haven't got a clue what it's called, but it's encrusting really well. Polyp extension, kicking ass. Same as this Millie up here from Jamie, looking good. Another Monty, starting to get into its stride. I do think that I've been dosing Aquaforest Life Source recently on a Sunday night, leaving it sit for an hour. I think that's having a good effect. You know, I can really see the tank picking up. I ditched the skimmer, that's helped a lot. Let's talk about this down here. Okay, so this is my sump. I wanted to design a sump that I thought Aqua One should have rolled out. So realistically, I want the aquarium manufacturers to build a reservoir that will accommodate an entire week's worth of water for the system they've designed. So this is a 25-litre reservoir built into my sump. Yeah, it's topped up with a Tunzi osmolator. I'm using Jabo dosing pumps at the moment. I do like them. They're doing their job well with Triton elements to back up my Triton ICP. The Clarity is rolling up really nicely, really clean job. I installed that into its own chamber in the back there. Really nice position for it. Now, I used to have the Tunzi sitting in the back there, and it's a kick-ass skimmer, 300 and odd euros I think they cost retail. But really kicked ass, but it was just more nutrient vacuum. So there is a specially designed chamber down the back that I keep my baskets of ceramic media. They're sitting in the back just before they flow into the last weir. This is my refugium slash general use area. You could put a skimmer in there and run in the Bubba Magus reactor in there, and I typically use Triton carbon with just about, you know, those little Nutella glasses you get for free with the Nutella. I just use one of those every month, top it up with a sponge, and then all the leftover real reef rock bits I just dump in on top just to keep it down. There's a couple of max spec bio blocks in there, and the Blenny that got banished to the sump because he's a little prick. It's an orange spot Blenny, and yeah, he was constantly nipping at everybody, so he got ejected. This is my Senai, and it's onto a display in the back there, and I'm running it on a Ace PC stick, and that's connected by TeamViewer. It's a software, so I can connect that to my work laptop or check it on my phone or whatever I want with TeamViewer. It's got a titanium, D&D titanium heaters, connected back to the Aqua temperature controller. Let's see what else we've got going on here. A J-Bow return pump, I can't remember which one it is. Let's see if I can read it. Sign 10,000. It's at 10,000, but it's only running 30%. Now, one major upgrade I did, I built this beautiful sump, and I love my sump because I built it myself. But that brace that they had, that huge big fat brace in the middle of the Reef Sys, I actually got a guy locally to cut me some 2020 aluminium profile and made a little foot, and I've replaced the support with that, so it's much narrower, much neater. So it's gone out of focus. So yeah, that's my whole system. I probably wouldn't make such a complex sump again. If I do another tank build, I'm going to make a much simpler sump, but it was really good fun building that sump. Seahourse made me the big glass box, and then I wrapped it and cut all the internal glass for all the weirs and everything and laid it all out. You can see that process on my Instagram account. It's Reef Sys on Instagram, and I've saved all those videos so that you can see how I built the sump using my daughter's Lego for prompts. Generally, I'm happy with the tank. I do like that slopey weir. If anyone's not familiar with Aqua One's weir, it's cut at an angle, as you can see, so you don't just have this like box in the middle of the tank. It's like quite flat and like angled. It's nice. But yeah, that's the overview. Sorry the video was so long, but if anyone has any questions, hit me up on Instagram or ask them here. Would I buy Reef Sys again? Absolutely. I have a bit of a gripe with the sump, but I'm over it at this stage. What's my next tank? I am interested in the Aquaforest tanks. If Reef Sys, or not Reef Sys, if Aqua One built a 180 centimeter tank, I would go for it. I would. I'd take a 180 centimeter Reef Sys. I definitely would. But okay, sorry, I ran out of space on my phone because I don't know what I'm doing because I'm not a YouTuber. But look, if you guys could support me, go check out my Instagram page, follow my tank, give me some advice, because I'm 10 years doing this and I've had some shit hot tanks, but this one ain't working out, and I'm not used to this modern tech like clear sea rollers and stuff like that. So let me know how I'm going to battle this ultra low nutrients and this turf algae, and thanks, bye.